to that. Yeah, that pretty much, I guess, sums up the movie. I wish that was in the end credits for this thing, so yeah, like, it's, I just figured I'd open with that. Hey guys, what's up? It's BigJackFilms here, and welcome to an opening night. Sorry, I just have taking my speakers off because I try to open these with a song. But yeah, this is the first real review of 2017, or 2018, no, 2019. God damn it, I am so far behind. I'm like going back in time in this shit. Great Scott money! But, yeah, this is the first review of 2019. Last night, I'm recording this the day after, but last night on New Year's Eve, I went to see, Aquaman, which is the latest DC superhero movie. Now, I guess I should give a full disclosure. Unfortunately, again, Evan, Brad, and other guys could make it, to the screening. I was with my family. They went to see Vice, and I went to see, Aquaman, because who wants to see a movie about an old political fart who looks like the movie's making us say, look, I caused 9/11 or whatever. Anyway, to the point. So, yeah, Aquaman. So full disclosure, in terms of DC, it's been very hit or miss lately. Full disclosure on the last few movies in general. I didn't like Man of Steel. I mean, granted, it's okay. It would be an okay movie if it was just completely re-edited, because the editing is a mess. It's one of the worst edited DC movies I've ever seen. And not to mention the amount of 9/11 imagery and a lot of the Jesus, like, imagery and stuff. I just don't like that with my superheroes, especially somebody like Superman. So I felt, Man of Steel was just, it tried, but there was just too much in the way that kind of made it, like, passable. Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. Now, I actually liked it when it came out, but as the years have gone by, and no doubt thanks to Movie Bob's incredibly, analysis on the film on Really That Bad, my opinion has totally changed in terms of, Batman v Superman, and I do see, yes, there is a lot about it that really sucks. Jimmy Olsen getting killed off, Doomsday shoehorned in, just the fact the whole movie was a shoehorn in to basically say, we're too lazy to create enough movies to fill a cinematic universe, so we're just doing, like, 3 movies at once. But really the only thing I liked about it was, of course, Ben Affleck as Batman. I felt because, I'll be honest, guys, when it comes to DC, the only person I give a shit about is Batman. I mean, I've been a Batman fan since I was a kid, the Adam West show and everything, so for me, Ben Affleck's Batman, or Batflack as I called him, I think was the closest thing we're probably going to get to a Kevin Conroy live-action Batman. I felt he nailed the part perfectly. I felt he was built up to be Batman. I mean, minus minor bits with the costume, like I wish the ears were longer, but I love the costume. But yeah, Batman v Superman was fantastic, or not fantastic, it has not aged poorly. Batman v Superman has not aged at all. Thank you, Movie Bob, for pointing out why it does kind of suck, minus Ben Affleck's Batman. It's the only thing I liked about it. Suicide Squad, I think it's a guilty pleasure for me. I mean, it's so bad it's good. If you guys want to see my review of both Man of Steel and Suicide Squad, I'll put a link below to my reviews of those 2 movies on the BigJackFilms reviews. But I liked Suicide Squad, I think, out of the main ones I saw at the time. I mean, I felt Margot Robbie was perfect as Harley Quinn, amazing ass, holy shit. Jared Leto's Joker, this is the only thing I didn't like about it, and the villain was totally pointless. But aside from that, I thought Suicide Squad was actually a pretty fun ride. It was pretty much the anti-hero version of Guardians of the Galaxy. So, I liked it. I'm really looking forward to see what James Gunn does with the sequel. From what I heard, he's going to be doing that instead of Guardians 3. So that was a good move on you, Warner Brothers. So, let's see what happens there. But I think Margot Robbie was the strongest. Margot Robbie and Will Smith were the strongest points of Suicide Squad, so I really like that. Wonder Woman, I actually have not seen yet. I totally skipped out on it. I heard it got great reviews, and nothing against, Wonder Woman as a character. I just didn't bother seeing it, because I just didn't have time. Back in 2017, I didn't have time to see that film, but maybe I'll catch it on Netflix, or I'll see if I can watch it later on, and maybe give you guys, a late review on that. So, yeah, Wonder Woman I haven't seen. Justice League I just caught on TV maybe about 2 months ago. And from what I saw, it was a mess, but I had fun with it. I felt like they finally, like, I think Joss Whedon did a good job replacing Zack Snyder. I could have gone for more Batman in my Justice League movie. I felt like he was played kind of for laughs, which we haven't seen, honestly, since Batman and Robin. But I felt like Superman was much better in this film. I loved Superman in this. You know, I couldn't even tell about the shitty mustache, CG mustache eraser thing that was there. I couldn't even tell that, so for me it was like, and plus with Danny Elfman doing the Tim Burton Batman music again, doing the Superman score, the classic John Williams Superman score again, it was great. I mean, like, this is what we should have gotten in the first place. Hell, I wish they could have just, like, really the DCEU should have started with The Dark Knight and Superman Returns. I think that was the direction they should have gone and started there, but instead they had to reboot it. But Justice League, I do feel, yes, is a mess. The villain's pointless. The only thing good about it are the heroes. I think the heroes are very well established. Flash is great, Batman's great, Superman's great, Wonder Woman's great, Cyborg's great. They're all great characters. So, for what it was, I think I made the right decision just leaving it for television, and I overall really enjoyed Justice League. I can't remember if there were any other DC films that came out this year. Not off the top of my head. But yeah. So while we're on the subject, we are finally at Aquaman, a film that a lot of people were concerned about, especially the fact that the DCEU has just been getting its ass kicked, essentially. It's been getting its ass kicked. It's been fucking, you know, I think at this point DC has thrown in the towel and said, okay, Marvel, you win, we tried, we're not gonna try to even do a cinematic universe, we're just gonna go do these solo movies with all these characters, which is what they should have done in the first place. I think they should just stick to solo films. So, Aquaman, okay, bear in mind, my history with Aquaman is, in terms of the comics, I think I only read one comic growing up, and it was when I got, as a kid, this thing of free comics with all these first issues of the reboot of the DC film. This is probably back in 2000 or something. But I read one Aquaman comic, and I didn't give a shit. The thing is with Aquaman is, I mostly remember him more from when I was growing up in the States, and I had Cartoon Network. And I watched the Hanna-Barbera Filmation cartoon, The Super Friends. You know, The Super Friends, Batman and Robin, Superman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and the Wonder Twins. That's what I remember about Aquaman. I remember everybody just, like, for years, Aquaman was that one superhero that is just the stupidest thing. He talks to fish. Oh, shit, we're already losing light. But yeah, he talks to fish. He just swims in the water, and then when he's on land, his powers are pretty much useless. How the fuck are you going to turn this into, like, a $200 million DC epic? I don't understand that with Aquaman. I mean, for fuck's sakes, SpongeBob spoofed this shit with Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. It's the stupidest goddamn shit, Aquaman. And even South Park spoofed it with the Super Best Friends, you know, Jesus, Muhammad, Gandhi, Buddha, and Seaman. It's the stupidest shit. Like, honestly, Aquaman is probably the lamest hero in the DC, comics, as far as I know. I know there's more out there that are probably more stupid, but I saw nothing with this character. But in terms of 2018's Aquaman, starring Jason Momoa, aka Drago from Game of Thrones, I actually kind of had fun with it. I was surprised how much fun this movie is, and especially going in with little to no expectations on this film. But when I came out, I had a very much more understanding of the Aquaman lore. The villain was great. Aquaman was fantastic. I mean, I even liked him in Justice League. I mean, he's more, like, let's be honest, guys, this Aquaman is made for the ladies. This is made for the ladies to pine over his fucking enormous pecs. So, nothing against Jason Momoa. I'm sure he's a great guy, but it's made for the girls. It's made for the women to be turned on by some, like, DC hero. But yeah, Aquaman, I felt, was a lot of fun, but it's stupid fun. It's so incredibly stupid. Like, to point it out, what's the plot? Who gives a shit, really? The plot is a treasure hunt movie. It's all these different plots mixed together. It's all these different characters. The best way I can describe this movie is imagine Warner Brothers did a Lord of the Rings-sized epic adaptation of SpongeBob. This movie is a fucking cartoon! In fact, all the big franchise movies of 2018 were nothing but literally, like, I can describe most of, like, the franchise movies of 2018, Jurassic World, The Predator, and all that horse shit. Most of these movies are the equivalent of waking up on Saturday mornings, you have a bowl of cereal in your hands, and you're watching your Saturday morning cartoons. That, I can sum up 2018 in terms of big-budget franchise cinemas. They're all Saturday morning cartoons, like literally on Fox Kids or something. So that's been this year in a nutshell in terms of the movies, but Aquaman is in that category. It is a cartoon and a half, and it's so dumb, but I had fun with it. I mean, the characters I felt were really great. I mean, huge cast in this movie. Like, you got Jason Momoa as Aquaman, but then you got fucking Dolph Lundgren, fucking Ivan Drago, I think? Or, I can't remember if it's him or Jean-Claude Van Damme. I can't remember which one it is. But he plays essentially King Neptune, or, like, the big-budget version of Mermaid Man. He looked like Mermaid Man. It was so ridiculous, but hilarious. Fucking Willem Dafoe is in this movie. It's like, and he's playing a good guy for once. He's not like the Green Goblin where he's like, his heart, Jameson, we will tear his heart. But no, he's playing a straight up good guy, and he's so funny in this. Like, he's really good in this film as a wise sage to Aquaman. You got fucking Nicole Kidman's in this movie, and that was a complete, like, whoa, I didn't expect that, because... And it's funny, too, given Nicole Kidman has been in DC movies before. She popped up in Batman Forever some 20 years ago. She was Dr. Chase Meridian, Batman's love interest in that film. And I love Batman Forever. I mean, Batman and Robin has its problems, but that's a guilty pleasure. But I genuinely like Batman Forever as a 90s movie. So, Nicole Kidman's in this movie. So that was a surprise. And... like, she's a cool character. I really like this character as the Queen of Atlantis. She's great. And then you got fucking, what is it, Temperance Morrison, I think his name is. He played Jango Fett in Attack of the Clones. He's in this movie, and he's fucking great. He's a great father figure to Aquaman. So, yeah, like, there's a huge cast in this. The villains are great. Like, I love the two villains in this. Like, I can't remember who the one in, like, the Man-Ray motherfucker, what's his name? Can't remember what his character's name is, but I like that villain. They actually build him up as why he wants to go after Aquaman, because he wants revenge for his father, and because in that whole opening scene where Aquaman's taking out the submarine, and, you know, he pins down the dad, and he looks at him and he says, "That's your boy?" And he's like, "Yes, that's my son." It's like, you should have raised him better. And he just fucking doesn't give it a rat's ass and walks away. Now, as savage as that be for Aquaman, that is a very interesting way to build your villain, essentially, of the film. So his costume's so stupid. It looks like a black armored Hello Kitty that just shoots laser eyes. It's amazing. But Aquaman's brother, I can't remember who his name is, but, he's a great villain, too. Like, I really like how dynamic they made this character. Like, there's great character development in a DC movie like this. It's kind of rare nowadays, but he's great. Like, I mean, honestly, like, their chemistry between Aquaman and his brother reminded me a lot of Sashomaru and Inuyasha, in that sense, you know, like the full-blooded brother versus the bastard son. It's great. I love that chemistry between the characters, and even then, like, he doesn't die. Like, they don't kill him off. He actually makes amends with his brother at the end, which is really sweet. It's really nice. Like, you don't get that nowadays with villains. So, he was great. You know, I could not believe how much fun I was having with this DC movie. I mean, the cinematography's great, the action scenes are spectacular. I love how it goes from goes into like a treasure hunt movie, so that it becomes like, you know, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, which is great. It's just a fun movie. I don't want to give too much away. Like, I've pretty much given enough of it away as it is, but okay, there's one more thing I do want to give out there. The creativity that went into this film is so insane. It's actually, like, there were times I was watching this film, and I see some visual shit. Like, you don't fuck the story with this film. Go see it as a visual, fun ride. In fact, I actually saw this on D-Box in 3D. And if you guys don't know what D-Box is, it's literally like a like, you remember those 3D simulator rides at, like, theme parks or Wonderland, like the SpongeBob 4D ride and shit? That's this movie. It's a big budget SpongeBob 4D ride. So I had a blast with it, like, moving around and flying around. So it felt like a ride, and I really like that. So I'm thinking more movies, if there's action-oriented films with these kind of camera angles and action scenes, I'll probably, like, go see it in D-Box for the hell of it, because it's a lot of fun, doing that shit, which is great. So, props to the cinemas for giving us the D-Box. Anyway, so, what was I saying? So, yeah, fuck the visuals, or fuck the story, it's a visual movie. You go in it just to see cool shit. The one bit that I was literally like, I could not believe what the fuck I was looking at, and I was laughing so hard because, and I'll get to that in a minute, but it turns out Nicole Kidman, when she was presumably killed, she ended up at the Earth's goddamn core, like journeyed to the center of the Earth like goddamn Jules Verne, and ends up in the center of the Earth with this whole island filled with fucking dinosaurs. And I'm like, oh my god, I want a whole movie with this place. Like, I want a whole spin-off movie with Nicole Kidman going Turok on this shit in an island filled with dinosaurs. Because in this movie, some of the Aquaman soldiers and everything, they're riding giant seahorses, giant sharks, like they're shark riders. But there's a couple motherfuckers out there riding a goddamn mosasaur. I'm like, oh my god, they're flying, they're like swimming and riding on marine dinosaurs. I'm not making this up. It's fucking awesome. And the fact that there's dinosaurs in the DCEU. And I'm thinking, now I want to see in the next Batman movie that T-Rex in the Batcave, because that T-Rex came from somewhere. And I'm guaranteed that T-Rex came from the fucking, like, center of the earth shit. Oh, but man, I had so much fun with this movie. It was a real fun time, a great way to cap off the end of the year. Oh, just, like, honestly, guys, go see it. It's a good DC movie. It does have a mid-credit scene, but it doesn't add too much. There's not much established with the DCEU. I think they're trying to ignore Justice League and basically say, we're just going to focus on our own characters right now and not worry about connected universes, which I'm honestly okay with. It makes me really want to see more from DC. I think, like, now that they kind of figured out what the hell they're doing, I think they can now do more movies. Like, I know Matt Reeves is currently working on The Batman. It's unclear if Ben Affleck's coming back or not, but God, I want that fucking movie. I want like, that's really the only DC character you can go completely dark with is Batman, because, you know, like, he's the only one you could really do a hard R film on. So yes, Ben Affleck, please come back as Batman. You were fantastic. Matt Reeves, I think, is a great choice for directing, given the last 3 Apes movies he did. Am I the only one who wants to see Man-Bat as, played by Andy Serkis in a film? I think that would actually be really fucking cool. But, getting off track. So, yeah, Aquaman was great. Visuals were a lot of fun. It's a stupid cartoon movie, but it's something you can just go in, turn your brain off, and have some fun with. It's a ride. It is a total fun ride. I had fun with it. In terms of trailers, I got Shazam, which, it looks okay. I think what other trailers I got. That's really the only one I can remember. I mean, we got some shit trailers, lately since I've been going to the movies, but I'm glad I got Shazam. So maybe I'll go see Shazam at some point, and maybe I'll go see Wonder Woman. But yeah, guys, definitely go see Aquaman. It's a fun film. It's a stupid cartoon. It's literally watching, like, a big-budget Saturday morning cartoon, is how I can describe it. Definitely check it out, because I want to see more DC films, and I know we got a lineup coming in 2019, a fuckload of movies, like the Joker movies coming out, which I'm actually really excited for. So yeah, definitely go see Aquaman. I would give this a good, maybe an 8 out of 10, 7, 8 out of 10. It's a good movie. It's really fun to watch. Or you know what? I was gonna say I'll make it an H2O out of 10, but that would require it being a 20 out of 10. I just wanted to make a water joke. But, yeah, I overall like the movie. Go check it out. Enjoy yourselves. A great film. 7 8.8 out of 10. I really liked it. But yeah, that's it for this opening night, guys. I just wanted to get this out there. It's pretty much the first review of 2019. I want to know what your thoughts are on Aquaman. Let me know in the comment section below. JT is Reborn. I know you've already seen it, so you definitely tell me what you thought of it. I haven't seen your full review, but I posted it on the website. And of course, what's your favorite DC film of all time? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys. So yeah, that's it, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Of course, support us on Patreon. Link below to our Patreon page. We're always looking for support. And yeah, so until the next video, like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys later. This is BigJackFilms signing off, singing Ocean Man. I didn't know how to end it. Aquaman!